Unusual attacks and strange strategies, some working better than others, in today's episode. Welcome, fellow Clashers, and thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with Clash of Clans Attacks, where yes, today it's unusual attacks and strange strategies, starting with a recent war attack in a clan war that Lost Phoenix is involved in. And this attacker begins with what looks like a pretty standard deployment of a go-wipe army. The golems moving in first, wizards as we always see, clearing those surrounding structures, good use of the wall breakers, getting that center enclosure open. But as this attack begins to progress, we will see, yes, lower level heroes, so he's up against it. He's got level 15 heroes facing a level 27 king, a level 30 queen, and dragon and balloons from the clan castle. Now units are moving in, but here's where it gets a little bit unusual. Good freeze spell freezes the Inferno Tower, but notice what he still has in his pocket. He's got a pair of P.E.K.K.A in the pocket. I didn't do that on purpose, really, honestly, I didn't. But anyway, so those are still there. He hasn't deployed them yet, and the problem is the rage spell that went down has since expired. Now, the bottom left of your screen, one of the P.E.K.K.A.s is moving in, and it's going to go over that jump spell, but all spells have a time limitation to them, except for, of course, say an earthquake spell. So the P.E.K.K.A goes in right for what looks like the town hall, goes after the clan castle, is going to get, of course, wiped out by all of those defenses. And here comes the second P.E.K.K.A, lower left corner of the screen once again, and this time the jump spells are expiring. The outer jump spell just about to count down to nothingness, and as it does, the P.E.K.K.A realizes, nope, I've got to go around, and that is disaster. Not that that P.E.K.K.A by itself would have had any success after that town hall anyway, because we're always relying upon those other units to distract those defenses. The reason that we send in this tight wave of units is because we want that damage to be spread across a number of units, but instead each of these two P.E.K.K.As are forced to face the full brunt of every single defense in their area, no golems whatsoever to protect them, and that does not bode well for this attack. 46% damage, every single unit has been deployed at this point. You've got a minion at the top, an archer at the bottom, but really whether this attacker gets to 49 or 50 is immaterial. In war, it's either 2 stars or nothing, because most likely somebody will come back and clean up this base for 2 stars. So moving on to the next replay, a very unusual blast from the past. We've got an attempt at Queen Healer. Now, before the heroes were nerfed, this actually could be used with some success. Now, what we've seen here is an attempt, I think, to do the clearing that you would see, say, from an air phase, try to get close to 50%, try to clear the structures towards the town hall. With the first half of this attack, a Queen Healer attack, he's saving the rest of his attack to move in after. It looks very P.E.K.K.A heavy, some rage, some freeze spells, but right now the Queen is having a lot of success, and if you'll notice her angle of attack, it looks like she will move to the left. And if she does that, she'll go after those air defenses, and the healers will be safely behind her. But then, yes, the clan castle deploys, and this is going to complicate things. The lava hound, the balloons, the queen forced to use her royal cloak. Look at all of those defenses just raining down on the queen. The lava hound goes down, the queen spinning around like a top, trying to get all of those lava hounds out of the way. So she's had to use her royal cloak. No spells quite yet. 15% damage. The last of the lava hounds are about to go down, but look, she is stuck on a wall trying to get to the last lava pup, I should say, that is blasting away, or picking away, at one of the healers. So this completely changes her direction, and now she's headed towards the inside, and that is not good, because even that number of healers is going to have a difficult time keeping her up, as we shortly see as she gets a little bit closer. If she gets within range of the Inferno Tower or the defending queen, things are going to turn badly quickly. Now she gets one Expo down, but there's the Inferno Tower. Quick freeze spell, saving the queen for a little bit, but look at the amount of damage she's taking just from the cannons. She is down into the red. There goes the rage spell on her and the healers. Another freeze, not in time. The queen has fallen, only 22% damage. Had she gone around and to the left, had the lava hound from the clan castle not thrown her off course. We might have seen an attack closer to 50%, but now here come the P.E.K.K.A.s from the top right, and you'll see the healers. Yes, they're healing from a bad angle, subject to the Archer Queen and that Wizard Tower, and they are going to go down fast. They're not going to be able to do much to keep those P.E.K.K.A.s up, and that's just about all that's left in this attack besides the Barbarian King. The P.E.K.K.A.s moving in through that opening, and they are just going to get absolutely melted by the Teslas. Good attempt to try to slow it down. The Tesla's doing the most damage to those P.E.K.K.A.s right there in the center. But again, too little too late. The Barbarian King moving in, poison spell, trying to keep him from getting distracted and damaged by, say, skeleton traps. But he wanders in towards this big heart of the village with all of that damage from the Teslas. Here come the skeleton traps, the Inferno Towers. He's going to get right on top of that Town Hall. We see some damage. Also 47%. Oh, so close to the Town Hall and to the 1-star for 50%. But the last unit at the bottom of the screen, the Archer, going to get taken out by some skeletons. Smiley Miles 24 defending and taking home 24 trophies. So not to miss out on the action of unusual attacks, I went ahead and tried something different. Now this attack, of course, really has no name, and I don't think I've ever seen it done before, but really what the fundamental of this attack is the same that you would see in any strategy that's successful, and the idea is you want to funnel your primary attacking force towards that Town Hall enclosure. In this example, I used dragons and balloons to try to take out those surrounding structures. It didn't quite work out like I wanted it to, but you can see the earthquake spell opening that Town Hall enclosure, jump spell, the outer walls. I really wanted to get that top right Archer Tower out of the way as well, and I feel like that would have directed units right down the middle. Instead, I've got units kind of going to have to go over there and get it out of the way. The King moving in under rage, the Queen following closely. I've brought 2 rage spells. Now once I figure I've got most of the giant bombs and stuff cleared out, I dropped a few more wizards to try to help out. We are in the Town Hall enclosure. The King has seen a lot of damage, but he makes it to the Town Hall and just about gets it down. His Barbarians help him get it down for the 1st star, and now the Golems following in, because those other defenses have been cleared on the sides, they go straight into the center, and they're protecting my Queen, and we're going to get to just about 50%, a 2nd star, before the Queen sees any damage. She takes out that X-Bow. She's still protected from that single target Inferno. She takes it down. The last of the Golems just about to fall, but here comes 50% with the Clan Castle, and there's the 2nd star. Now, of course, I do have to point out a couple of things that I'm sure otherwise would be pointed out to me. Yes, there were no heroes defending. There was no Clan Castle. And yes, level 40 heroes are OP. This attack really driven by the heroes, but the fundamentals of funneling your troops are always true. You've got to try to clear those outer structures, avoid the troops from going around and just circling the base in order to get to that Town Hall enclosure. So some unusual attacks, some more successful than others, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you stuck around to the very end of this episode. Check out my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe for daily Clash of Clans uploads, and as you know, I will be always reading your comments, so feel free to give me feedback. Let me know what else you guys would like to see in the future, and until tomorrow, get out there and make every attack a full attack.
Galadon, you're so old.
Peter,
What? Stop. Stop. What?